just because it makes sense doesn't mean it's true. And this is something my therapist said to me recently in one of our sessions, because as somebody who really functions from my brain and always is looking for logic in things that happen, the idea that something can make sense logically within the parameters of the human experience and not be true is something that I've never actually considered, but also makes sense. That's true. Like, just because something makes sense logically, objectively, does not mean it's going to be true for you and in your life. And I think that's where the line is recognizing the separation between you and objective truths all the time. Because I think it can be easy to get caught up in those and then be pulled into a negative mindset about yourself, about your life, thinking that something will be true for you, will happen to you, just because it makes sense. And that's not always the case. As a general example, the job market is really difficult right now and people are having a hard time finding jobs. And so it makes sense why you would assume it would be difficult for you as well. That makes logical sense. But just because it makes logical sense doesn't mean it's true. Like, you might actually be able to find one, and then that completely negates this belief you had before. It doesn't make the reality that it's difficult to find one less logical. It still makes sense, but it's not true for you in these circumstances. So I think recognizing the separation between those two concepts is important for allowing yourself to then attempt things in your life, because it might prevent you from moving forward, from doing things, from trying something new, because you're falling too much into the headspace of this makes sense, so therefore it will be true. It might not be.